Dr. Felder, if you would mind leading us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Felder. Well, just as a point of introduction, we're here tonight so we can tell everybody what we have been working on for this summer and this fall. We have been working hard this summer and this fall. We had 3 board retreats. We worked with the Arbinger Institute. We worked with the Panasonic Foundation. And when we went to work with the Panasonic Foundation, we spent the entire weekend working on logistics for our board. So in warp-like speed, we recrafted our mission and vision statements and our core value statements, and I want to give a special shout out to all my colleagues, and especially Mr. Pinkston, because he really helped us a lot in the language in doing that. And so tonight we just want to share with everyone what it looks like and what the new board looks like. And I want to thank Dr. Joseph, of course, for exposing us to those organizations and having meaningful board retreats, the likes of which I don't think we've ever had, and I've never had before in my 6+ years on the board. So we're really very appreciative because it really is making a huge difference in how we communicate with each other and we communicate with you and your chiefs. So we appreciate all the hard work that everybody has done. And yes, we are tired because we do a lot of work, but you know, we also, we had some good times, and so it's all good stuff. So I think Dr. Carlisle might have a PowerPoint that she might like to share with us so everyone can see the fruitions of our labor. And I would invite any of my colleagues to say anything if they would like. Or Dr. Joseph.
So what we started with was the mission statement. I don't know, Will, if you want to go through this. And so there's both a short way to address it, provided, and remember, the mission is the purpose and function of the organization. So it starts to get at the how, or it's a nod to the how. It's not a visionary. So we provide a world-class public education to every student every day. Then you had additional language, and what's nice about the way that you've broken this up is that you can both have the short statement as the mission, and then you have some of the operational or the how below. So I would just suggest that you, again, it addresses culture for excellence for all students, rich curriculum with enrichment for all students, data is used to improve performance in a formative and summative way we discussed, high-quality professional development and support for employees. Then there's the idea of consistency and quality of resources for all schools, so there's not disparity or inequities across the district. And then respecting and responding to the current concerns of students and families. Do you want me to go through all of it, and then you come back?
I think Mr. Pinkston had something he wanted to add.
Yeah, I wanted to say, just to kind of level set a little bit on the conversation, I think where we left off in our last discussion when we got to this draft was we were going to present this to the public tonight and then transmit it to the Search Advisory Committee that advised us in the early parts of the year to get, their review and feedback on behalf of community stakeholder groups. So I just wanted to say that.
So yeah, what we have is in terms of a communication process, we actually are calling a number of different groups, and because of the holiday, we were sending a survey link with whatever statements you come up with at the end of tonight, and that was going to start on the 28th, Monday the 28th, because of the holiday, and so we would disseminate it consistently, give every internal to employees and external to all those the director's search groups, among others. And Dr. Joseph has also requested a one-page flyer overview document, so that kind of like talking points.
Okay. Going to the mission, vision, I mean?
Could I
Yes.
make one comment?
Well, sure.
We have two, this is just nitpicky, but on we do this by The anyway, the second line, it's, we have broad curriculum in one draft and rich in the other. I would suggest we say offer a rich, broad curriculum. Are we making decisions now, or are you making suggestions?
I think
Well, it's
since
a
it's in
working
draft.
session, so yeah.
Yeah, since it's in draft form, we got time to massage. Right?
Okay.
Offering a
I was just,
rich, broad curriculum.
yes. Okay.
Anybody like that, not like that?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Onto the vision?
please.
So vision, again, is a future state. It's that which you aspire to become. And what we talked about in New Orleans was whether or not you stated it in the current tense, as if you were arriving there, or in the future. And the decision was made to make it current state, even though it's an aspirational statement. So, Will, you want to read this? Or
After you.
Okay. Metro Nashville Public Schools is the fastest improving urban school system in America, ensuring that every student is prepared for success in college, career, and life, and that every school is a great school.
Any comments or suggestions?
The other important thing to say about these three statements or four that we're reviewing tonight is that these become the umbrella under the rest of the strategic planning elements are aligned to and link back to. And the student characteristics and the school characteristics we'll be discussing in December would also link back to these statements.
Okay, so can we move on?
Going on?
Please.
Okay, and then there's a tagline, which has already, I think is it on the floor somewhere? Exceeding great expectations. Okay.
Yes.
Yep, we're good.
So then we went through those under that which I would say holds up the organization, that which drives everything that we do. What is that set of values and beliefs that drive each and every individual and all of us to do the work that we do? And we identified these 8, 10 statements, and then we have definitions for each of them. Equity, excellence, relevance, talent, literacy, the whole child, diversity, individualized learning, innovation, and collaboration. We believe public education exists to ensure equal access and opportunities for all students from early childhood through graduation. And again, there, you very deliberately talked about early childhood, early learning, because it is prevalent in the district, and you wanted to emphasize the importance. Excellence. We believe all students benefit from rigorous instruction and high expectations in the classroom. Relevance. We believe students learn best when they are inspired by real-world challenges that promote critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Talent. We believe a robust teacher and leadership recruitment pipeline and effective teacher and leader retention efforts are essential. Any comments on these before I move on to the next set?
Apparently not.
Sorry. Literacy. We believe what research shows. A child who can read at or above grade level by 3rd grade is more likely to graduate and succeed in life. Okay, whole child. We believe a well-rounded education means focusing on social and emotional learning, providing opportunities for mental and physical nourishment, and cultivating a safe and caring environment for all students. Diversity. We believe students from different ethnic, religious, language, cultural, and socioeconomic backgrounds learn from and inspire each other. Individualized learning. We believe in meeting each child at the point of need and maximizing individual limitless potential. Innovation. We believe teaching and learning is enhanced through creative thinking in areas such as the arts, as well as science, technology, engineering, and math, also known as STEM. Collaboration. We believe our partnerships with parents, community, et cetera, will lead to better outcomes for all of our students and benefits the broader Nashville community, engaging the community in school improvement efforts. Any comments on that series?
Why did you say stakeholders?
Joanne, can you speak into the mic?
I was just wondering why you used et cetera instead of stakeholders.
Looks like the language between this document and the presentation may need to be reconciled a bit.
Okay. Is that the primary difference?
It's just slightly different on this page than it
Okay.
is on the screen.
Okay.
But it's
All right.
easy fix.
Okay. So it says stakeholders.
Yes.
Yes.
It should say stakeholders,
What did you say?
but it should say what
Oh.
what the
Oh,
Word
okay.
document in front of you says.
All right.
And actually,
And then-
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't have any.
Oh, okay, and then the latter part of the statement, actually, on the screen is better than the one in the document in front of me, in my opinion.
So this would be stakeholder here. And then you're saying, is it from benefits on? I don't have the word in document. Is that the part that you
Don't change
prefer?
that. I agree with Anna, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So would you strike then, Anna, are you suggesting that we would strike, will lead, no, it would still say will lead to better outcomes
Right,
for all students and, okay, you prefer this to the language that's in number 10 on the Word
right,
document?
exactly.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Except, and will benefit, so that they are.
Okay.
I think it,
So, to keep the meeting moving, could I suggest that we entrust Dr. Carlisle to kind of wordsmith it, recirculate it to us for feedback before it goes to the Search Advisory Committee?
Yes, that'd be great.
That's it?
There's a couple more on the back, and I'm not sure,
Oh, well, these were leftover notes.
Oh, okay.
They weren't they were language that we might use should
Okay.
we want to in the
okay,
future.
all right. Thank you. That was some heavy lifting. Please, yes, please.
I just don't want our viewing public to think that we don't have much to say about this, because we've had plenty to say about this. And we've worked very well together, and we had the advantage of having staff and to create these core values and our mission and vision statement. So I think there's not a lot to say right now, because it's already been said when we originally wrote this document. So I just wanted to make that comment.
Spending 2.5 days in a very small room with 15 people, yes. So any other comments from anybody? This is a lot of heavy lifting. I mean, we really worked well together, and we worked hard together to create these documents. To me, it's unreal that we did it that quickly, but like Jill said, we had a lot of help, and the Panasonic Foundation staff was great. They were helping us all weekend long, and so, we're really are moving, like I said, at warp speed. Dr. Joseph?
I think, I love the vision. When you talk about being the fastest improving district, it speaks volumes to your desire for a sense of urgency on this district and the work that has to be done. And I think it's the right wording and the right time for that sense of urgency. So I commend you for boldly putting that out there.
So if anybody's watching this meeting, it started out a little slow because, you can see people are hanging on every word, and that's the way it was, during that 2-day period. We toiled as a group over commas, semicolons, periods, and every single word in between. I just want to say thank you to Dr. Joseph, and thank you to Drs. Felder and Drs. Narcisse and Dr. Carlisle and Mr. Henson. I feel like for the first time I've been on the board, we're going into the boardroom with a sense of purpose and what we're going to do next and how to articulate what that looks like. So I was a little nervous at the beginning with all these new organizations involved, but I'm so glad they're at the table, and I know we're going to need supplemental, technical assistance as we go forward to translate these big aspirational goals into actionable plans, and then give you guys the tools and supports that you need to get the job done. But I'm so optimistic, more than I've ever been, about where we are. Thank you.
I echo those comments. Anybody else have any comments around what we're talking about?
I just want to say, I don't think we can understate the importance of the work that we've done here. And, it's when we come in and present it in a 10-minute presentation, it really doesn't reflect the depth of thought that went into making this document. But I think it's incredible that we as a board have agreed on all of these, values and the vision and the mission. And it's interesting to me because it reflects all of our personal, what we each personally believe is important in education. So this is it's a great time for the board because we truly have worked together to come up with a common vision that we are all going to work toward. So.
And embrace.
Right.
I want to once again thank my colleagues I know that we were very busy beginning July all the way through the end of October, actually. So I took a lot of time away from your families, and I appreciate it. Ms. Pierce?
And I was just going to say, nothing much more to add, but just want to really echo Mr. Pinkston in that our job as a board now is to support you and your team in giving you the tools to actually deliver what we've put on paper. Because while it was hard work, I think we know that you actually have the great lifting to do, and so we're here to support you in that.
Just one more comment, if I may. The fact, I love our mission statement, and I think that these words provide a world-class public education to every student every day is something that we can walk into any school and ask any teacher, any principal, any staff member, and those words will roll off their tongues because everyone is committed to this very same mission statement.
And it's something we can remember.
Yes, that's right.
Even better. Okay, so if nobody else has any comments, I guess we'll move into announcements.
Just
Oh,
real
okay.
quickly, next steps here, if I heard correctly earlier,
Right.
Dr. Carlisle's going to wordsmith a little bit, get a revised draft back to us. We'll make additional comments individually to her, and then it gets transmitted to Shannon Hunt, Public Education
Right.
Foundation, the mayor's office, the vice mayor, the other members of the Search Advisory Committee who were so helpful to us earlier in the year and setting the stage for what turned out to be a remarkably successful search. So we just want to make sure all those groups feel invested in what we're doing. What's the earliest that should be transmitted before?
I think she said it was going out the 28th. November 28th?
Yes, we'd send it to you this week.
Okay.
We would send it, we were waiting until after the Thanksgiving holiday and would send it to those groups, among others, and then give 7 to 8 business days for people to respond via survey, compile those data points, share them with you so that on the 13th you could vote on ratifying this, and then we go forward with another component of the strategic plan. So that
Thank you.
We'll go into announcements. Ms. Beard, we'll start with you.
Okay. On Thursday, November 17th through Monday, it's Monday the 21st, Hillsborough High School will be presenting 12 Angry Women at 7 p.m., and they always do a great job. The Hillsborough players do, so go see that show if you get a chance, and happy Thanksgiving.
I had an opportunity to visit Cambridge High School, Cambridge Elementary, Antioch High School, and I forgot where else we went. But we visited a couple of our schools last week. And also, Dr. Joseph and I had an opportunity to attend the Cambridge High School football game on Friday, and we are still rolling. So congratulations, Cambridge High School.
Right. Ms. Perry.
Yes, for Ms. Buggs, I wanted to announce that there will be a Teaching and Learning Committee meeting on November the 28th, a lunchtime meeting from 11 to 12:30. It'll be in the board conference room, and lunch will be served. Okay, at our next board meeting on November the 29th, I will bring a resolution to oppose the use of the TVOS data for teacher evaluation and student grades for school year 2016-17. The field trip to Pine Gap will be rescheduled. It was scheduled for tomorrow, so we'll be rescheduled for January the 25th. At this time, we have 3 board members who have signed up, so if anyone else is interested, please let us know. I'm excited to be the principal of the day at Amqui Elementary on Thursday. I want to commend our administration for continuing to provide wraparound services with the expansion of the after-school supper program through our participation in the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Child and Adult Care Food Program, which has more than doubled in the past 3 years, from 12 sites to 35 sites. This is a great continuation of that very needed program. The annual Veterans Day program at Goodlettsville Elementary was on the 4th, and Goodlettsville Middle School on the 11th were great successes. I had the opportunity to visit the School of Science and Math at Vanderbilt University. 98 students from 12 high schools attend the school 1 day a week for their entire high school career. We've also added feeder middle school programs at Rose Park, J.T. Moore, and West End Middle. Last week, students were designing, programming, and building a robot to meet the needs of folks affected in various disasters. Truly remarkable work. I want to thank Councilman Rashid Fakhruddin for the NES presentation he and John Richardson delivered recently at Maplewood High School, which motivated our students to develop professional skills that prepare freshmen for high school and that prepare them for college and career. I also appreciate the opportunity and the job shadowing opportunities that they offer to our Metro students. We had an insurance trust meeting last week, and we toured the new health center that's outside. And I know that I'll be seeing all you guys over there that love to exercise. The projected opening date is maybe mid-March. Thank you.
Sure. Mr. Pinkston.
I just want to thank the management staff of the school system for the communication that went out over the last few days to our schools and teachers and students and families. I know it's, we all got a lesson in democracy last week, and there's a lot going on in the country, and I think it's letting our kids know that we've got their back is important. So.
I just want to remind everybody that Dr. Joseph will be speaking tomorrow at the Bellevue Harpeth Chamber at the Loveless Barn at 11:30. And so we're looking forward to welcoming him to our neighborhood.
Yes, I'd like to remind the steering committee of the Passage Group that we meet tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the West Police Precinct on Charlotte, 3 to 5.
Oh, okay. I just have a couple, I'm excited. I'm going to be principal for a day at Ruby Major Elementary School. That'll be a lot of fun. The McGavitt Drama Club recently competed in a statewide competition, and came away with numerous awards. They have Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Play. And so I went to see it last week, and it was really good. Those kids did a really good job. The drama teacher did an excellent job as well. And so in light of something my colleague, Mr. Pinkston, said, I want to thank Mayor Berry for her releasing her statement a couple of days ago around last week's election, and that Nashville will remain a welcoming and warm city. So that includes my announcements. I guess you're the last one over there.
With no further business, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.